Well, great day to each and every one of you. How excited I am to be joining you for this session where we're going to be discussing a topic that, as you can see on the screen already, is so vitally important. The last thing you want to leave or lose in your life is your confidence. So today I titled this, Where is My Confidence? This is Derrick Butts with Assist You to Win, the connecting place for winners. So where's my confidence? You probably, if you're like anybody else in this time, thinking to yourself, what's going on is causing you to think more about what you're thinking about. You're thinking right now. When you don't have access to jump in your car, go to a restaurant, go sit at the bar, go sit with a group of friends, you're having to sit with yourself. And when I sit with myself, my thoughts either become the liberating places of my life, or they become the prison for my life. So today I want to talk about an important topic called Where is My Confidence? We're going to discuss a few points, and that is confidence matters. Am I alone? The implications of not having it. Then let's get into the good part. Help me find mine. 3 keys to creating your confidence, and I'm never leaving home without it. And then I'm going to leave you with this. I got it too. Isn't that good stuff? We're going to dive into this today. So let's jump right in. Confidence matters. Let's define it. Confidence is a feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. You know confidence. Now, many times confidence gets confused with its sister cousin, pride or arrogance. People can sometimes look at somebody and say, you're cocky. But is cocky all the way bad, or what makes cockiness versus confidence? We're going to dive into that because you need this aura of confidence around your life, because people actually like to do business with, they actually like to hang out with people that are confident, people that don't second guess themselves, people that are sure, they don't hesitate or procrastinate. So confidence is that feeling. It's that instinct. It's that gut. It's that factor, that flow that you have about something or someone. You can put confidence in something. You can put confidence in someone. But I want to challenge you today that when you brush teeth and you look in the mirror, you got to have confidence about you. I don't have it. What happens when you wake up and you can't find it? Is there something wrong with me where you seem to be confident about what you do, but I'm always second guessing me? Why do I feel like I feel? Does anyone out there relate to me? Aren't these the feelings that you have that no one gets to hear? No one gets to know. You try your best to not showcase this, but this is what's really going on. Everyone else seems to do what they do and not struggle like I do. Am I alone? You know, I grew up in my high school days, I had some very cool accolades. I was in the top 60 in the state of Texas. I got to go to Baylor University to play as a junior in basketball. My senior year, I was third team All-State. I won the district MVP of the 9-5A district at Arlington Martin. I had some real cool accomplishments. I was a homecoming king of my school. And all of these things are the things that many people look at and they say, wow, this person has to have it all together. But what they didn't know, that though people knew my name, I knew who they were and I got to interact with them in the hall. But truth be told, I actually struggled with my self-esteem. Now, you couldn't see it on the outside, but I did. I would sit on my bed not loving the skin that I was in. Oh, but I performed. Oh, but I struggled. Oh, but you gave me accolades and you gave me praise. Oh, but I didn't praise myself many times, because there's always that area in our life that we judge ourselves. And so this is not something that you don't struggle with if you accomplish. This is something that's an inner work way more than it's an outer work. So what's the implications of not having it? You know, there's a saying in sports that said that the ball don't lie. That's a saying that you hear when a player actually maybe shouldn't have got the call, but they actually get the call, and then they go maybe to the free throw line, they shoot the shot, they miss the shot. We say the ball don't lie. That just means that the truth is always going to come to the surface. Let's talk about the implications. 90% of people that struggle with self-confidence are going to hesitate and procrastinate. If that's you, just sit there. It's okay. I'm going to help you today. 81% of people won't try new things. 74% of people believe that what they see on social media is true. Is everything really true with the filters and all the things that we can post? 41% let other people determine their goals. Here's the fact. You won't move until things are perfect. Fact. You fear failure? Listen to me. When we compare, it's never fair. Never fair. Never fair. It's a quote I've been saying now, that when we compare my life to yours, your life to mine, you're never going to compare fair. Just never will. You're always going to be tougher on you, tougher on how you view yourself than you view others. You can see their greatness. Oh, but when it comes to yours, are you great? Yes. But can you identify what it is that you're good in? You may have confidence, you just don't know how to pull it out. You have your greatness, you have your genius, you have your secret sauce, you have that which is special about you. And when somebody says it to you, you somehow downplay it. So let's look at some of the factors that ultimately shape our mindset about ourselves. It's our experiences, it's our exposure, it's our environment, it's our education. These are the factors, different percent, different places, that ultimately shape how we view and how we think. You hear people talk about, I was born on this side of the track, or I did not get the chance to go to this school, or my education was limited based on where I went to school at, or the environment that I grew up in. Here's the truth. Though everyone doesn't get the same start, we all have the potential, the seed, in order for us to succeed. Yes, it's different for people. It's called, what I say, the staggered start. Look at the track race. It's a staggered start. No matter where your starting point is on the track, if you're going to run a 400 meters, you all have to run the same distance. So that means that, yes, it's more advantageous at your beginning. Some people like the inside of the track, while other runners want the middle of the track. But wherever you start from, if you're going to get to the finish line, you have to go and run the same amount of distance. So let's talk about how I'm going to find your confidence. I want to help you find your confidence because it's there. Number one, what are you good at? This question has to be answered. What am I good at? What do I do well? What do I do that other people also celebrate me in? That is a place where your confidence can continue to be built. Now, when you identify this place, I need to ask you, do you see and agree that you do that well? Do you identify and come to the place of agreement that when you get an accomplishment, or you get somebody gives you some type of affirmation in this area, can you honestly just say to yourself, yes, I do that well? You know, I look at what I don't do well, and I can look at others and what they do well, and it's easy for me to then say, what? You know what? Wow, that person can draw because I can't. That person can sing because I can't. But now I need you to stop talking about what you can't do, and I want you to identify what you can do. Your confidence is going to be built way more on your cans than your can'ts. What makes you smile? When you ask that question, that's the feeling factor. What makes you smile? What really is it that causes you to smile? Confidence. It's again another place that I can pull it from, because these are the places that I love to do, things that I love, things that make me smile. I want to ask that, what makes me smile? Third question is, what do you desire to learn? Now, let's put this together. In my learning or my yearning today, I can have my learning today. This is where I can go from novice to expert. How? Spend 30 minutes per day in this area. And when you spend that time there, are you not going to get better? Which moves you back to the first question: what are you good at? In the area that I'm good at, should it not make you smile? In the area that you're smiling, should you not have that feeling? And that feeling is what is called confidence. So if I need more confidence in an area, maybe I need to spend more time learning that area. Maybe I need to develop a discipline so that I grow deeper, not just wider. Don't pick so many things to be able to be great at. Pick a few things and make sure that you go deeper in those things. When you do, you're going to be called good at it. You're going to move from good to great. When you move from good to great, you're going to smile and feel better about yourself. And when you show up in that place, you're going to show up in the place that you are competent. Let's keep moving. So I want to give you a couple of things that you got to be able to pull throughout your day. Number one, wake up. I must intentionally set my intentions for the day by following this method. When I wake up, I want to, at that point, move into the next, and that's informed by affirming. 5 affirmations that I must inform myself daily. You need to start your day in the same pattern until you train your brain that this is who I am and this is what I do. Almost like I'm saying it from this regimen, because I need my mind to think that the person that just got up, the one you live with, is special. You're unique, you're great, you're gifted, and you have it going on. I start my day right there. Notice I didn't say wait in the day. I said wake up, get into inform and affirm. The purse size, wallet size method. 1, get one I told you statement that changes your thoughts instantly. Because here's the truth. You're going to be able to feel this, and that means you're going to feel other things as well. When you have other thoughts start to bombard your mind, you must have your go-to statement that you can bring yourself back into line so that you do not go down that path. What I feed will end up growing. I must feed my confidence instead of feeding my insecurities, feeding these other areas of my life that do not produce the harvest I want in my life. I need you to have one purse size, wallet size statement that's called an I told you statement that you can speak to your life and get yourself back in. Oh, well, if that's not enough, then you got to have what I say speed dial. Who are the 3 people that can text you or call you that will give you a 1-minute motivator? Who are those 3 people? Have you identified those 3 people that when you're down, that when you reach out to them, you can be both vulnerable and accountable? You hear that? I need you with those 3 people to be both vulnerable and accountable. That means that I will tell them the truth of where I am, not having to give them what I think they need to hear, but I'm giving them where I am. I'm just having a bad day. Who can you tell that to? I didn't tell you that you have to post it, didn't tell you that you have to tell everyone, but you ought to have 3 people that you can tell, I have jacked this thing up. And they should be able to hear you, accept you, receive you, not judge you, not critique you, but they can get you something back that's going to cause you to realize that it's not the end of the world. These 4 factors are going to help keep you in confidence. All right. I got it too. I got it. As we come to the conclusion, as we wrap this up, what am I saying here? I got it too. Why did you put Wi-Fi connect? Because I want you to see this as you want to make sure that you stay connected to these areas that I've just given you. Wi-Fi connect. Don't get disconnected from the things that we just talked about today, because if you get disconnected, you're going to then slide back into an area. You may not feel the shift, but you will feel the drift. You got to make sure you stay connected. 24/7 access. Do you know when you're going to go out of confidence? So you got to continue to think, I need this access to myself, to my life all the time. 1 cup challenge. The 1 cup challenge is while you're drinking that cup of coffee, while you're drinking that cup of tea, while you're drinking that cup, whatever it is that you drink, this is the challenge where you're reminding yourself during this cup how special you are, how gifted I am. And table talk with my future self. See, your future self is depending on your decisions in your current situation in order to get you to the place so that in the future, you can say you're better than you are right now. And it all is based on how you deal with your confidence. So let's wrap this up. Hid. Your confidence is hid today. It's hid. It's hid in your history. It's going to be developed through your identity, and it's going to help lead you into your destiny. We all have one. Yes, we all have a history. Your choices and conversations define your identity, and you need to know as a destiny, you are headed towards it because the best version of me is being developed every day. Did you hear it earlier? Competence. It's what you're good at. It's the skill. It's what you develop. It's in your consistency. It's in your daily routine. It's in your habits. It's in those things. Challenging myself to not leave home without my purse size, my wallet size, challenging myself not have my 3 people, challenging myself to in my 1 cup challenge, challenging myself to make sure that I don't give away it to you without giving it to myself and staying committed to my commitments. So today, will you understand that confidence, it's your best friend. Confidence, it's your courage meter. Confidence, it is the critical piece needed in order for you to move and go to your next level. So today, take this lesson, move it into operation, and you too walk with a sense of pride, a sense of confidence, a sense of I got it, sense of swag, and be and become all that you're designed to be. Thank you for listening. Continue to connect to us. Continue to stay connected and be on the lookout for our next lesson so that we can continue to personally develop you. Remember, what I'm doing in private will be seen in public. I'm Derrick Butts, Assist You to Win, your virtual sales coach. I can't wait until our next time when we connect. I'll see you then.